And thank you very much indeed for talking to us today.
Well, I'm delighted to be here and to speak on this topic.
So as far as I understand, the UNHCR says that there are 100 million people around the world who are displaced, involuntarily displaced.
Yes, it's a huge problem, and the number of refugees has been growing dramatically over the last decade or so.
Give me some idea, if you will, about some of the distress, some of the stresses, conditions that refugees, displaced people will suffer from.
They are often traumatized and often suffer from the effects of the displacing agent, whether it's war or some other cause. Frequently they have psychiatric conditions, PTSD in particular. They are displaced to a culture that is not their own, often into a situation where they do not speak the language, usually without adequate socioeconomic supports on their part. So they are in very difficult situations and require a great deal of help to succeed as displaced persons.
So what's the role of the psychiatrist?
For many of the people who are displaced, they will have psychiatric conditions that psychiatrists are very accustomed to treating. The patient has to teach you about their story, their culture, the things that they have experienced.
How much of this do you think is down to trying to deal with medical conditions, and how much of this is just supporting as a society?
A lot of it is appropriate social support as a society. That's critical for people's success. I mean, we have learned a great deal about the social determinants of mental health. And that's the theme of this meeting, of course. Yeah, and that is probably doubly the case with people who are in refugee status or immigrant status. Nonetheless, the medical treatment of these individuals is very important, and psychiatric treatment as well. And they face tremendous barriers in getting appropriate treatment. So I do think physicians and the medical system have an important role to play, but I think that the social system has an even more important role to play with these folks. And so as a people, we are very good at bringing in folks from other cultures. However, we're not so good at providing these social services that we need.
Thanks ever so much indeed for talking to us. Really enjoyed it, so thank you very much.
Thank you so much for having me.